My name's Katie Kaler Wagner, and I'm running for House Rep District 80. I'm a mom, I'm a former teacher, also a substitute teacher here in Troy City Schools. I've been organizing the last year and out in the community, talking to residents and hearing what they have to say. In general, everybody feels like their vote doesn't matter and they feel unheard. And I am here to say that your vote does matter and that we just need the right people in office and the right people in those chairs that are actually going to listen to their residents and act appropriately. Why I chose to run. I spent the last year actually looking for somebody else to run. I had 3 different people in mind, and I always said that I was better as somebody's Robin than a Batman. And I realized that we need to have somebody in office that is able to be out in the community and listen to these residents. And I was already out in the community this past year, and it just seemed like I was the best choice. So we're going for it. I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing this for the teachers here. I'm doing it for everybody. I am fine being in an uncomfortable situation. This past year, I've been, in conversations that don't necessarily align with me, but I am completely fine sitting down in that chair and being uncomfortable and having a conversation with you. I will be there to listen no matter how we align or if you're in a different party. That's the whole point of being a state representative, is to be able to work with everybody in District 80 and be able to find a plan to move forward from here on out. The importance of public engagement is you have to know what is going on in your local community. If you don't know, if you think it's only happening in Columbus or DC, it's not. One big community that I have kind of tapped into is Piqua. Piqua feels like they are being ignored by their city officials. There's a data center that is coming that they have voiced their opinion on. And being engaged and being out there and just being in the know of what's going on in your community is so important. So then you can stand up and you can have a voice and you can be an advocate for yourself and your family and your community. Staying informed. Facebook is a great one. Moms of Troy. That one is very active. Lots of people jumping in there, talking about the schools, talking about utility bills. I am very active in all the community Facebook groups just to kind of see what everybody's up to, what everybody is dealing with. I do also I'm a substitute teacher, so I talk to a lot of the teachers, and I'm also on the Community Action Council board, which I kind of get to know what other residents are going through and what they're experiencing and the funding cuts that's come into Miami County. Wow, pressing issue. It's hard to pick, but the data center. There is a data center that is coming to Piqua. They had a meeting on November 3rd, 2025, and they ended up passing an emergency vote when there was no emergency. Piqua residents are being ignored, and this isn't just Piqua. This is going to impact all of our surrounding communities because we are downstream, especially here in Troy. And I went to a meeting yesterday. We have a protest next week for this data center, and people aren't being heard, and we are here to stop that and make sure that they know that we are here, we are paying attention, and you can't ignore us anymore. The most pressing issue for Ohio right now, well, one, I could say data centers again because Ohio is 5th in the nation for the amount of data centers. But also utility bills. Our Community Action Council, it's been coming up in our board meetings more and more that people are being hit with these massive electric bills. And then they're going to representatives and still not really feeling heard. I think the biggest thing too is just residents don't feel like they're being heard. It's falling on deaf ears, and I am here to make sure that I take everybody into account no matter what to move forward. What sets me apart from the other candidate is kind of what I said before. I am okay sitting in a room and being uncomfortable. I am okay having those uncomfortable conversations in order to find a way and a path forward. I am also very respectful and empathetic when it comes to responding to people online, and sometimes I don't see that from the other side. So it's difficult, but I want to fight for everybody in District 80. I understand that residents are not being heard. I am being called upon when the Community Action Council has a resident that is falling through the cracks. I am out in the community. I'm doing grocery rescues from Dollar General and 25A and delivering them to the food pantries. New Path Outreach. I am talking to these people at the food pantry. I will fight for everybody in this district, no matter the party. I will be there. I will have town halls. I will be present, and I care. I care, and I just need everybody to see that you can trust me, and I'm going to fight for you.